Fast and Furious 5-car set. I've got all 5 vehicles from the Furious Off-Road Premium release from Hot Wheels. I've got them in duplicate, so we're going to get a whole set opened up here for you right on camera for a full loose review. And also a little bit of historical talk back to some of the original cars that some of these vehicles are loosely based off of. The 67 Camaro, the Hummer H1. Those are really vintage pieces. Again, 4 brand new castings in this set, never seen before, so very exciting. These were released in late 2019. Very, very hard to find in my experience, and from what I've heard, they got gobbled up at the local stores. So without further ado, let's get into a review. First up, we're going to open the Hummer H1. This is number 5 out of 5. And we'll take a look at the artwork for each of these vehicles as I open them up. It's pretty cool, obviously, as you can see. On the back, you've got pretty much standard artwork for all 5 vehicles in the set. It's going to show 4 out of the 5 vehicles that will be needed to complete the set. And that depends on which vehicle you are actually looking at. The Hummer H1. Let's get it out of the package. Probably one of my most highly anticipated vehicles. That along with the Mercedes and the Land Rover. Let's just take a close look at this beauty. All Real Rider wheels. They've got the 8-dot Real Rider wheel designation. That's a new one for 2019. License plate. Tail lights. Marker lights and reverse lights. Tons of detail. All metal, if I didn't say before. Rubber tires and the 8-dot wheels, of course. So pretty cool. Just going to zoom out for a second here and show you the comparison to a 1991 release Hummer H1. About the same scale. This one has the mainline wheels, of course. Construction tire wheels. A lot less detail, realistically, to look at it. That's kind of a pun, I guess. Not intended. But anyways, you've got a great platform here for 2019 and a pretty cool old vintage vehicle here on the right. So, moving right along then. Next up, the 67 Off-Road Camaro. Pretty cool. There's a glimpse at the back. I have to stop here for a second though. I really encourage you to smell your vehicles as they come out of the package. Oh, wow. Those really do smell nice. Anyways, 67 Camaro. Here's a 1982 first release from Hot Wheels. Very rare casting these days in mint condition. Has the opening hood. And actually, it's quite well scaled for this off-road version. The two look quite similar. They obviously have no parts in common. They do not share the same casting. Well, it's only obvious if you put the two together, I guess. But anyways. Let's get that out. Anyways, this one has a sunroof at the very back. I'm not really sure why. Maybe that's part of the movie. It does have the push bar on the back, the push bar on the front. You got the 8-dot Real Riders all the way around. All metal, very heavy base. Smells like brand new Hot Wheel. So, definitely amazing. I don't usually do a lot of reviews on the brand newest Hot Wheels, but when I do, I can't help but take a sniff. So now that we've got it out of the package, let's put it up next to that original 1982 release of the 67 Camaro. And you can see pretty much very similar scale and proportions and whatnot. Alright, on to the next vehicle. The next 2 vehicles I'm going to show you are probably by far my favorites out of this whole Furious Off-Road series. Number 3 and number 2. That was number 4. Number 3 is going to be the Land Rover. Number 4 is the Mercedes. Number 5 is the only casting that we've seen in this set in many previous releases. Every other vehicle in the set is brand new. Quite exciting, really. And now as we look at the Land Rover Defender 110 hardtop. What an awesome casting. It's in a matte black. It's got the 8-dot Real Rider rims on it. Tons and tons of detail all the way around. All the tamper work that you would hope for. There's the back. Now, just before I crack this one open, it is basically quite similar to the 2019 Baja Blazers series of the 15 Land Rover Defender double cab. So we're going to open up these vehicles and compare it shortly. But there in the package, you've got all three vehicles. And you can see at the front, even though the main lines have some bush guards and whatnot on the front grille, the old Land Rover Defender 110. Wow, what a beauty. What a beauty. It's got a plastic top, all metal otherwise. Flat black. 8-dot Real Rider rims. Not much more to say here, guys. I mean, the thing speaks for itself. There's only one thing that it doesn't tell you through the camera. What does it smell like? Oh, it smells amazing. Just like all the rest of the new ones. Anyways, enough of that. Let's get these vehicles out. The main lines that we're looking at here. You've probably seen these before if you're collecting Hot Wheels and watching this video to this point. Let's get some of these out. The first time I've ever opened them up. Might as well get both variations out of the package at this point. So, I mean, obviously main lines have plastic base, plastic wheels, metal bodies. That's about it. Not much more to write home about. Take a look at these. Same scale. Very similar bodies as far as the casting goes. And not so much after the first set of doors, though, obviously. But overall scale is the same. I would not be surprised if Mattel released one of these in the 4-door Real Rider version at some point, and vice versa. Perhaps we'll see this one in the main line. You never know. Anyways, there's the two main lines. Thought I'd just pull them out at the same time. We've got two different wheels on these vehicles. We had a lot of different wheels this year in 2019. Note how much skinnier the wheels are on this copper painted version versus the gray version. Quite interesting, actually. I never even realized that till now. Number 2 out of 5 in the series, but definitely my number 1 favorite, actually, out of all 5 vehicles in this series is the 1991 Mercedes-Benz G-Class. Check it out, guys. Amazing artwork, of course. There's the back. Note that it is missing. I'm not going to pay too much attention to the artwork at this point. You've probably figured it out by now. What you want, what you need. Let's get it out. Never seen before. Brand new casting from Mattel for Hot Wheels. It features the 8-dot Real Rider rims and tires. And I would expect that this is probably one of the top 3 vehicles that you're going to have trouble finding. Next to the Land Rover and the Hummer. I think the peg warmers are going to be the off-road Camaro. And the next one I'm going to talk to you about, which is the Impreza WRX STI. Although both those vehicles are amazing and very cool, the fact that these Hummer, Mercedes, and Land Rover are all brand new releases, never before seen, it's going to have an added impact on what collectors want to scoop up, and the hoarders. I can say myself without lying, I don't want to be a hypocrite here, but if I saw a couple of these in the store, I would pick them all up. I love military collections, and I would definitely have a little military collection for myself on these. So for that reason, I think it's pretty safe to say that they are going to be tough to find if even someone like me is going to pick up a couple of them versus someone that's trying to sell these things on eBay. And anyways, they've been out for a couple of months. That's the good news. So if you've already got them, great. Blah, blah, blah. Look at this thing. Mercedes. Got the emblem on the grill. Got the pinstriping down the side. Roll bar in the back. Very chunky roll bar. Got all those seats. Spare tire. Mercedes-Benz on the spare tire. Detailed reverse and brake lights. All metal. Smells amazing. Okay, one more vehicle in this show, and that is the Impreza WRX STI from the Furious Off-Road. This is a vehicle that's been about for several years now. There's really nothing brand new and amazing about it. It did feature a similar paint job to this with a blue enamel paint a couple of years ago in the basic line. I believe it was a Walmart exclusive. But what we have here is a top of the line premium real rider wheeled all metal metallic blue paint version, and by far the nicest Impreza WRX that we've seen to date from Mattel. Check out the details on those taillights, the back gate, all metal, metallic blue, a charcoal metallic carbon fiber look hood, detailed headlights. You got the emblem on the hood. The only one in the series of 5 that does not feature the 8-dot Real Rider rims. These, I believe, are the 8 or 10 spoke Real Rider rims. I'm not really up on the newest terms. What I do know, and what I can tell you from here, what does it smell like? Amazing. I encourage you to open your Hot Wheels and smell them, as well as put them on your display. Anywho's, here we go, guys and girls. The best 5-car set released by Hot Wheels, I would say, in 2019. You are looking at the Furious Off-Road Fast and Furious 5-car set. I hope that they keep coming out with amazing ideas like this, because this is what we want, isn't it? This is amazing. Happy hunting.